Now, thank you, Tono Mokono. In Sembebresi, ya bona na bi asum. Shenasuma ne kaka ne seba ku yiye. Ende onamana asawa she ne num. Into politics, we are following the conversation, gestures, things people do. Leaders, critically. John Mahama is trying to override all the foolishness Akufo-Addo exhibited when he was president. He does not want the young people to learn that will be an NDC into a metamfo, will be an NDC into a semikuno, will be an NDC into Mijitumia or Semitiet and found with you. So John Mahama is trying to rewrite the stories, rewrite the history, reset the country. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and in governance, he's trying to realign this country. And we need to learn something from it. If you don't like me, I get it. I don't care. Jesus Christ, do I care? But you need to understand, these are the small things. If you overlook, it will destabilize a country's democracy. So let's not learn from Akufo-Addo. Let's not learn from the NPP ideology. Let us learn from people who are willing to bring everybody on board to govern and to build this nation. And that is what we are seeing in John Mahama and the NDC. Let's be very careful, because NPP, the way I did a training, Sibia, you can't some two majority of our members, and they are treated like police dogs. Sometimes they even follow a certain event, ideology, or concept without even asking. And tonight, and I said today, you saw a lot of dogs on the street. Kakrebi, they are police for dogs. Brasman Bebre demonstration. That's why you see that. You see a lot of mad dogs following things they don't understand, because rabies, you cannot keep your mouth shut. Let's move the way we govern. We see each other from the way the NPP thinks. Majority of them, they are not smart enough to understand what governance is. Now, Mamenka, I was so be at $14.55. And there's one thing NPP for they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about how things are getting better and better each and every day. Every single day, things are getting better. The finance minister, the people who are managing our money at the Bank of Ghana, our foreign reserves, right now we have seen the transparency, how people are talking to us about our monies, how people are being open to us when it comes to Ghana, you see Kasem. Now the Danko Akufo-Addo MP before $1 at 15.68. Before they left power, it was almost 16.2. On the 7th of December, na dollar was 16.2. Today, as we speak, in less than 4 months, the dollar is at 14.55. This is impressive. This is unprecedented. At the end of the day, any angels being a free baby buy it. People we put in positions to make sure the right things are done. And no. Governance is not difficult. So we are trofwa, we are cromfona, we greedier. Governance becomes complex for you. But if you are willing to serve and you are willing to come down to the people's level for them to understand, governance is about you and me, the way we understand how we can build ourselves and our nation, it becomes so simple. Because what have you got to hide? If you are leading me in governance and you don't have anything to hide from me, why are we supposed to have issues? If you become the governor of Bank of Ghana and you are transparent and you are telling me that our foreign reserves are there and I know it is there and I'm not recording deficit, and you are not telling me, today we have made so much loss, 60 billion, you are throwing money around. At that point, I will trust you, because you are making me part of the governance. You are making me part of making sure the right things are done. It's the appetite to do the right thing. And it's now you are seeing these numbers. Time and MPP were power, no. There were Ghanaians at the Bank of Ghana. There were Ghanaians at the Finance Ministry. There were Ghanaians who were manning our money, our economy. But why were things going left? It was because the people were not willing to work with you. The people were not willing to become what? Transparent. The people were not willing to cut down their expenditure, to look at your situation and to be considerate. They were never considerate, because they saw you people say, Jimmy, you go back to the ballot and vote for them to stay in power. In less than 4 months, the dollar has moved from 16 to 14.55. Ask yourself. And the NPP for platforms soon now joining for this conversation. You know why? Because they know things are changing. They know we are moving in the right direction. They know the people in charge today are not people who talk too much, but they are people who are open enough, who are willing and ready. Today, and then we will say a yes city news. They wanted to do some jandam. We need to kill that jandam. And I would like to give credit to the president first, because if the president had not chosen the right people to lead our economy and our monetary issues, and you will not see the dollar dropping to 14.55. So first, I would like to say thank you very much to the president for him being resolute and being very, very emphatic in his decision making, appointing the right people. And I know majority of the appointment he's made, some people did not like it, but it is bearing fruit. We are all seeing the reality. We are all seeing the positive signs from the decisions he decided to make. I'd like to thank the president for this positive trend of things. I also want to say thank you to the finance minister for being very, very loyal to Ghanaians, because we had a finance minister who was not loyal. He was only loyal to his bank and his business. But we now have a finance minister in Ato Forson who is more loyal to the people. He does not lie to us. He tells us the truth. No matter how we take it, he always makes us understand the truth is the only way that we can get things done. And I'll also say, send the credit to the finance minister. He has done marvelous. So far, the 3 and something, almost 4 months, he has proven himself. He's showing that the job is not just about talking. He's not all over the place, but you can see he's basically delivering. I also want to say thank you to the Bank of Ghana governor and his deputies. In fact, for a very long time, for over 8 years, Yehu Bank of Ghana effective to say Bank of Ghana way. For 8 years. This is the first time Bank of Ghana Etimaka boldly say, this year we will not record debts. This is the first time in 8 years to 9 years. It should tell you something. This is the first time we are seeing, say, today the Bank of Ghana can boldly tell us, say, our reserves, it is better in less than 4 months. These are the kind of things we need, the confidence we need. Because businesses, multilateral companies, international companies, they want that confidence from our leadership. And they're just not talking. It is basically the practical things they are doing. And we are all seeing it. Nobody can sit on any TV or any radio and say, I'm an economist. And that the numbers we are seeing, the dollar rate coming down, and then also the policies, the fiscal space and all that we are seeing, it is not true. Nobody can say that. So it means something is being done. It means some people are working. Into the president, the finance minister, the Bank of Ghana governor, and the rest of the people working so hard every day to bring our economy back, to reset this nation. We would like to say thank you very much. Guys, it's a commitment, it's a willingness to serve. And from the beginning, we were in shock for 8 years. It is not easy to say, overnight, we will get out of that shock and be like, a new government has come, things will be rosary. But slowly, you people are taking us from the MPP shock. That trauma that we went through, that we could not believe institutions, we could not believe leadership, we could not believe things could change. Now we are beginning to get out of that shock, that trauma. And we want you guys to consistently be part of us, reminding us, guiding us, and being truthful. That is the only way we can put our trust in you and also do our bit to help your job. Indeed, so far so good. We are happy. Let us stick to the basics. Let us try and basically let the people know the truth, cut down costs. Fiscal space should be good. And we also have to make sure that as a nation, you guys leading us are transparent. That is the only way we can govern. And so far, what I'm seeing, I'm impressed. I am very, very impressed. Dollar is at 14.55. And I know in the next 2-3 months, dollar is going to go down further. It's all about we being resilient and we making sure we know what we're doing. The people leading us are ready and are willing to do what is right. So we are not giving up. We will still follow. We will still basically support this government and the people in charge to make sure our economy bounces back. Now, the next one is about, yes. So I was talking to you about City News. Samens. Do you know Samens? Samens on the City News. Any Channel 1 TV said in Sakwa Kakrakebina why is a bufruit no. That is the guy PDS scandal. Okojina court say ordinary Gabi Ocheda witness. And that me scandal na me na it helped American government eba be hu se Kufuor ye wi ba omia ye wi the likes of Gabi mo, mebebo audio, edi eye tapes ka ho, WhatsApp chat ni na de kire mo no. Saa kwa na also oye media personality Samens no. That fool who is fighting divorce, that molester. Saa kwa no odenensa hye mass was City News. He thinks we don't know. I've told him several times. That guy went to sit in court. Say ordinary Gabi witness. And these are the people you are saying, say, they are coming to fight the corruption. Samens is a lapdog to Gabi. Gabi was feeding him crumbs. A very dirty, wretched, a filthy, fat fool who basically was just following Gabi because of money. Now, City, Channel 1 News, it belongs to Gabi Ochredakon. Don't forget, because Asasi Radio failed. Asasi Radio, it failed. It could not make that jandam impact. Asasi Radio, Adiebi omo de buy some baby intima nyejuma. Enti right now no Gabi stolen money no or the share a Channel 1 News, Channel 1 TV, thinking say he can use this path to lie to Ghanaians. Now here, I'm sorry, now railway, right? Railway minister. Now they did something today. On the last week, the Ghana Bar Association released a statement. And the statement was about the CJ's suspension. Now, Oshe almost statement released last week now. They could not clearly say the president of the republic will boom Raso. Now, the moment you have not you are not able to establish that the president did not go contrary to the constitution, then it means you have no case. And in last week, the Ghana Bar Association released a statement about CJ Asemweno. They could not come out emphatically to say the process was wrong and that the suspension of the CJ was wrong. But shockingly, and Adia Chinya Jogate's wife, who is the leader of Ghana Bar Association, was making some very vague, unsubstantiated statement. It is not backed by law. She just came to make a street side watch selling canopy building, Bofrot selling, and Kayaye argument. The reason I'm saying that is because those people selling Bofrot, Kayaye for Omo Law School da. Omo amubo tent to Okwana, Omo to talk to Tonsia, Omo Law School. In the Sao Koto se Obi Tonsia, Obi a Kayaye, Obi Ton Wache, Obi Ton Bofrot. Now I'll make argument on the CJ thing. Now say, Sebio, when to me analyzing here, you need to give that person the benefit of the doubt because only knowledge about the law. But when the Ghana Bar Association, omo ese Ghana mbra ni nyina na omo no munim, nyansa ye de ye mbra awo mutrim no, se omo leader ebe kasa na obekasa nya, to say without due respect, nyansa ni trim a, then you start to question the credibility of the leadership of the Ghana Bar Association. Now, let's listen to Jogate's wife, the Ghana Bar Association president. She was speaking on the suspension of the Chief Justice.
Another such committee, the Public Awareness Committee, is one that seeks to educate the public on topical legal issues. One such issue, which is currently on the lips of Ghanaians as a result of the publicity associated with the process triggered for the removal of the Chief Justice, is what is a prima facie case? People then go on to ask, what is the raison d'etre for establishing a prima facie case? Are there any standards to be met in concluding that a prima facie case has been established? Having been informed as a country that petitions against the Chief Justice have been filed, you are repeatedly asked, at what point in time does the country get to know the contents of the petitions? What if the petitions are frivolous, but steps have been taken which may impugn the reputation of the person against whom the petitions have been filed? Assuming that there is a hearing, how long should the hearing be? Can the Chief Justice elect to have the proceedings heard in public instead of in camera? And many more such questions. This process is a novel one in our history as a country, and we, the bar, must continue to monitor the situation and not hesitate to express our opinion on it where the circumstances demand. It is important that in such matters, justice is not only done, but manifestly be seen to have been done. Indeed, it is for this reason that in the wisdom of the Supreme Court, in the 2020 judgment of the Republic versus the Chief Justice and the Attorney General, reference number 36/027019, the court led by Doche JSC, in the epilogue of the judgment, called for the formulation of rules of procedure for the impeachment of Article 71 office holders in the conduct of proceedings under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. The judgment concluded, and I quote, "Judges be accorded a fair measure of justice, fairness, and equity in all deliberations that affect them." It is about time that these guidelines were produced in order to eliminate arbitrariness in such proceedings, which ought to be held expeditiously and possibly in open court, given the necessary publicity such matters attract.
So this is the Ghana Bar Association president. Mameka, you've been sure. Mo amonte bro for no ye ne sebio omkeka nsemfu se ane abechichire mu no. These are the same, and in some occasion say so utie ni ye a so utie de na wo ready a all kind a Chief Justice fingerprint bebre wom. You know what she's trying to do? Asem na esi na ye kan ho asem no. Right now, you ask her, say, is she trying to ask for an amendment in the law that looks at this Chief Justice suspension and as a prima facie case? Because this is the first time, right? Now, from her statement, Obusa say, oh, asem say siya. Nipa na ya chop petition wono hono. E o say man kwan man nipa no sebio asem no ye kan camera so because aden ye kan no edema ebia na akwetia nipa no ena o sa say oh ebia asem no krampo no etanishi nipa ni image inti sa asem no sibia ehunu no e o say asem sa beda wa e o say ehunu se ne e beka no. Now when you listen to her very well, she's asking for two things. One, emrana edaho na your sister Chief Justice President ana a yes Speaker of Parliament ebu mraswa e was enini dino today because they are in favor of the Chief Justice. What they are trying to say then say, oh, asemu ya beda ono de e was say yetumi eden yetumi hwe mrano ne yehwe se ne yebetumi eden adane mrano when it comes to this Chief Justice asema atono. But the Constitution has stated sa asem we sia eye de ekwan a was say yefaso. And it's a Chief Justice in Mrebi Ojina dem ka kire nkofo say the law is the law. You cannot change the law per the person standing in front of you. You cannot tweak the law per the person standing in front of you. If during a case be, not a judge be decided say, or no, to him, he wants to tweak the law because of what is or who is in front of a year or no, it is that judge or no ankasane problem. But when it comes to Yeni Ghana Yemrano, say ahoma so Chief Justice Naya Emrana Constitution actual President no the General Council of State any committee no Emrana shomo no Sam Brana na also mudiso. Now what the Ghana Bar Association is trying to do is say they are trying to tell us say Chief Justice is special and that because it is the Chief Justice yen san shem rani biem and sana ya apply emrano. That is the language they are trying to tell us. Remember, these are the same people last week released statement. Chief Justice removal process must be done in a manner that enhances judicial independence. Now, last week, so we see omutonation and anytime I catch say statement about last week, they did not know where to stand because the president till now has still not broken the law. The process has been followed. Now, upon all their biasness, they still could not find any place to say John Mahama or the people involved in this process, nipa ba kumpo e break mrano. Now, last week this was their statement. She almost statement to me released last week. And I quote, "It is expected that persons who play even the minute's role in this process will bear in mind Article 296 of the 1992 Constitution on the exercise of discretion and will act in a manner that safeguards and enhances the independence and image of the judiciary." Now, justice emanates from the good people of Ghana and is administered by the judiciary headed by the Chief Justice. End of quote. This comes after the suspension of the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship, Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Torkonu. President Mahama on Tuesday, blah, 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 blah. Now, in their statement last week, what they sought to do, they basically came out to tell Ghana for say, Emrana John Mahama di Jumano. So far, we as Ghana Bar Association, we don't see anything wrong with it. Until we see something wrong with Emrana John Mahama, suspended Chief Justice, there is a problem with it. And Yebeka emphatically said there's a problem. So far, the Ghana Bar Association, they have not been able to provide one evidence in law and now backed by law. I actually say the process so far has been tweaked. The process so far has been skewed against the Chief Justice. So what will make the Ghana Bar Association today come out and say the suspension of the Chief Justice, it must be reversed without giving us any law, any base via extra say Emrawe ni ejina so John Mahama Bumrawe, Council of State Bumrawe, and also the committee that has been put together a Bumra. Till date, the people who say they know the law have not been able to point out the law that has been flouted that will give us the reason to basically consider the nonsense they are saying today. So when you listen to this woman, when they released their first statement, they went back and that I think some people went to her and told her, say, the statement from the Ghana Bar Association wasn't convincing enough to clean the Chief Justice, and that you need to find another way to go out there to make it look like the process has been tainted. Because if the Ghana Bar Association that deals with the law and say they know the law, if they had seen anybody go against the law, go against the Constitution, what stops the leader of the Ghana Bar Association from making an emphatic statement to say, the reason why we believe that the process might go against the person the petition was against, or the process should be held outside for everybody to see and that not in camera, so that we all can be witness to what is happening. This is the reason why we are demanding that this process be done this way. Till date, this so-called Ghana Bar Association, this woman who is married to Jogati, the weed smoker, this woman and his group, they have not been able to tell us emphatically where the wrong has happened or who has committed any wrong. They are still working and speaking like mad dogs, all because they have been so politicized to the point they think that when they come in and spill this nonsense, it is going to change the course of the argument. Now, as a normal Ghanaian, what I know is that the Constitution says that when a petition comes to the president, he has to consult the Council of State. The Council of State, they have to look at the petition. If they find anything in the petition that states that could give them a reason to tell the president that the person that the petition goes against has flouted the law, they will advise the president. It's an advisory body. Now, when the petition went to the Council of State, still the law has not been broken. The Council of State looked at the petition. They realized that there are some abnormalities in the Chief Justice's actions. Now, they advised the president based on the evidence they saw in the petition. Now, the president, at that moment, has still not committed any crime. The president went back to the Constitution and looked at what the Constitution expects him to do. The president took the decision based on what the Constitution tells him to do. He goes ahead. What does he do? He sets up a committee, and then the Constitution tells the president to suspend the person who the petition is against, and in this case is the Chief Justice. Now the president tells the Chief Justice, I am suspending you, sit on the sidelines and make sure we all monitor the committee's work. If at the end of the day, the committee find you not guilty of any of the allegations in the petition they are working on, you are free to go back and serve as the Chief Justice of Ghana. These are simple steps the President of the Republic of Ghana has followed. As we speak today, baby any Ghana and Brema say Yapam Chief Justice. Constitution clearly showed the President what to do. And the President did not go out of the Constitution. The President exercised his constitutional duty. Who in Ghana today can tell us, say, unless the Ghana Bar Association, they know the Chief Justice is guilty. Because as I sit here, I don't know. Obian can't share me. Nothing is showing that the Chief Justice is guilty. There's a pending investigation on what she did. And the Constitution gives the President the room and the right to tell her to sit on the side for the investigations to go on. Unless the MPP who are going out to demonstrate, they want to tell us that the Chief Justice has committed a crime and that she is guilty. That is why they are saying that she needs to be instated. Because at this point, a Chief Justice did money. Because committee investigations so if you get out on the street to demonstrate, what are you demonstrating against? Are you demonstrating against the suspension of the Chief Justice, which the Constitution gives the President the right to do? Then you are stupid. Then you don't know what you are doing. Because to get on the street to demonstrate, what is the demonstration about? Are you demonstrating against the committee that the Constitution gave the President the right to put together? Or you are demonstrating against the Council of State that advised the President from what they saw in the petition? Or you are demonstrating against the suspension of the woman? Because the Constitution gives the President the right to suspend the woman for the investigations to go on. So what are you demonstrating against? Because as we speak, the Chief Justice is being paid. Is still being paid as the Chief Justice. She has not been fired. She is just on suspension. Unless you people in the MPP and the fools that are saying that they want to go on suspension don't understand the meaning of suspension and sack. I am not surprised because this same piglet told us review is the same as cancel. Yet Tiano Makacha says review as such as a cancel. Mahama so be review free SHSR. It means Mahama will cancel it. So if these same fools are telling me they are going to demonstrate against suspension because in their stupid heads, suspension means sack. This is where we are. And I want to promise you people, nothing is going to change. The President has taken a decision. The Chief Justice has been suspended. She cannot work. She needs to sit on the sidelines. Madam Torkonu is not above the law. The EC boss, the same law that is being applied here was applied when Charlotte Osei was being removed. So what makes Madam Torkonu exceptional? Is she above the law in Ghana? She isn't. So everybody should shut up. You can demonstrate for 50 years until the investigations are done. Until Madam Torkonu, at the end of the day, we get to that realization that she did not commit any crime. She will be on suspension. If the investigations are going to take 600 years, she's going to be on suspension for 600 years. So it's better you people start from today. You can demonstrate for 48 years. What you need to be demonstrating or praying for now is for God to give the committee the wisdom, the strength to be working 24 hours so that they can conclude the investigations quick. Because if you don't pray for the committee to get enough strength, knowledge, to take their time to work on this petition, the committee, they are also taking their time to critically look at every single letter in the petition. They are going to take their time to interview every single person. So this is not a rush thing. To me, it can take like 10 years. It's not easy. If you want to get it right, you cannot rush through such things. It can take you 7 years or 8 years to get this done. Because I don't want these people to come out and tell us, say, Chief Justice is guilty while she's not guilty. Chief Justice is not guilty while she's guilty. I want them to take their time. And such things, they take time. Sometimes 12 years. Sometimes 16 years. The committee, so let's pray for the committee to have strength, to work 24 hours, to be able to have the energy. Demonstration in the mobile kwache. Because until the committee's job is done, until they conclude every single thing, they need to make sure, say, Chief Justice Madam Torkonu, when you fair hearing. Kakra minim about committee like this, ABC Ewo Ayedian Uzbekistan. It took them 14 years, 6 months to finish. It's a demonstration by Yache. And the men can't mean counter. Demonstration, the movement Jinumache. Uzbekistan, and I read about it yesterday. It took them 14 years, 6 months to take their time. Nipa do mutumi sir investigations number 88 because ebi wuye any change bi ebi yare ebi call retirement. So it's going to take time. We need to scrutinize this. We want to protect the Chief Justice. We want to protect Ghana. We don't want to do something rash bi no na yakwahin. Ghana mu bebi agina na yanko bebi a. Afeni atoto nyoma. Enti memo obi ampre. Yanko bebi a bebi atia na ete. Asase no obi anje. Ghana na na yechire. Supreme Court yentunko bebi a munya butre. It is going to take a little bit of time, 9 years. We will be done. Enti mema kasa no dosun. It's not going to take long. Acha 8 years, 7 months. Near we into Bianya butre demonstration bebre enfa bi ensesa bibia. There John Mahama ye no untumi sesa no because our train committee no. Enti nyina ye train committee. Into committee for 24-hour economy ne woman. MPP for Mumbompa Yama committee for nye adwuma 24 hours every day. So committee tenase thrice a week, it means it's going to take 14 years. So mo tenase twice a week, it's going to take 28 years. Mumbompa Yama committee and tenase 4 times a week. Na take 8 years, 8 months. It is going to help. Na yenjai dede no. 4 days a week. It will take us 8 years, 8 months. If they are going to sit 3 times a week, it is going to take us 24 years. If we are not lucky, near Mompire, no man to man, twice a week, then it means say 42 years. So we now maintain your level, Adole. Momemura MPP for Jiminim, Gigim Abuache. My team, the Ghost team, they are also saying, say, they will also impeach John Mahama if he tries to go against the Constitution. So John Mahama, follow the Constitution. Because if you go against the Constitution, we will also impeach you. Stick to the Constitution. If you try to breach the Constitution, because the Constitution gives you the room to suspend the Chief Justice. If you try to reverse it, we will also impeach you. Mr. Mahama, stay in the middle. If you decide to go against the Constitution, we will also impeach you. My production team, they are telling me to tell you, my Ghost team, they're saying that, Mr. President, we are also Ghanaians. If you also go against the Constitution right now on this Chief Justice issue, we, the good people of Ghana, we will also impeach you. So far, you have not gone against the Constitution. You have stuck to the principles. You have listened to the Constitution. So stick to the Constitution. If you move away from the Constitution, we will impeach you. So we too, we are Ghanaians. The Ghana Bar Association can quote something in the Constitution to defend their stand. As far as they have not quoted anything, I see them as a bunch of fools. Put them aside. We are the reasonable ones. We are telling you, Mr. Mahama, we Loud Silence Media, myself and the Ghost team, so far, we have watched your steps. We have looked at how you have followed the Constitution in this CJ issue. We are satisfied. If you go against the Constitution in any way, we will impeach you. Because we also have the right to impeach you, Mr. President. So that is also our message to you. Okay. Papa Nyashia, Boneso Nyashia, Mr. President. So far, we are not interested in impeaching because everything has been done right. So, your mistake back will impeach you. And the mistake is going against by saying, say, the Chief Justice has to go back. No. Make sure we use the Constitution. Right now, we are all waiting for the committee. And I've put the maths there. 24 years, 18 years, 8 months, or 8 years, 8 months. They are all there. Options for MPP to choose. If you want the committee to work faster, now, MTN short code. If you want the committee to work faster, press 3. When you press 3, wait and press #key. The committee will work 2 times a week, and that will make it 24 years for CJ's matter to be solved. If you want the committee to work 8 years, 8 months, press 3 and press the #key. Now, for the #key, the committee, when they meet 3 times a week, the committee is going to sit for 8 years, 8 months. If you want the committee to work for 42 years, then press 0. You'll be directed to a customer service person. Hello? Yes? You want the committee to work for 42 years, then press 333. Press 38.2. 38. Have you pressed 3? Press 8. Press point. Press 2. And then listen to the prompt. Thank you very much for pressing 38.2. The committee is going to work for 42 years and over. If you have time, wait. If you don't have time, commit suicide. You can also get on the street. Press 3 if you want to die as a political party. MTN. Press 0. All right, now, MP before Jimmy Abete. Na Jimmy Abete na any day. Maminya butana mi jujwe munjiremu.